Okay, so today I'm going to be making music using the Super Nintendo game Mario Paint. Let's go! So for anyone out there who is not familiar with Mario Paint, it is a Super Nintendo game which allowed you to draw pictures using a mouse which you'd plug into the Super Nintendo. And not only did it allow you to paint pictures, it also had a pretty cool music composition mode. And here it is, the music maker inside of Mario Paint. So you basically just have all of these Mario characters here. You also have some other things like this boat and this car. Now each one of these characters produces different sounds. We can just go ahead and place this mushroom like that. So this one here does different percussion sounds. You can also bring in this Mario, which, what is that even? Xylophone? Maybe we put some Game Boys in there, which is some nice little 8-bit sounds. Let's have a play of that. Gross. So now I think it is time to put my skills to the test and let's try and make a beat using Mario Paint. So I'm just going to use these for kick drums. That sounds about right. Let's see how that is sounding. I'm pretty happy with how that is sounding, so now I'm going to move on to this boat. And I'm just going to use this for some snare sounds. Ooh. Which one of those should I use? I might stick with this sound here. Let's just go ahead and put it over the rest of the project. So I may as well point out that one of the limitations of Mario Paint Music Composer is that you aren't allowed to place more than, I think it's 3 items on the same beat. So it kind of forces you to think of things a little bit differently. And now I think that's pretty much everything that I can do with the drums for now. I don't really want to use up all of the spaces before I put in any more instruments. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next instrument. Quite like this sound. Well, that's a good start. Actually, no, I'll get rid of this. Let's try and make a melody with... We'll stick with the Mario sound. How's that sounding? No, that's not it. Oh my god. Why did they have to choose that sound, and why do they also have to make it so loud? Ah, keep clicking in the wrong notes. Ah. So essentially what I'm trying to do with this melody is I'm just trying to fit it into all of these gaps where there aren't already sounds playing. Just because of the 3-note limit. 3 notes is not really that much if you think about it. Let's have a listen to that melody. So just remember that you can also not have 2 sounds on the same note. So I might have to adjust my melody a little bit, because otherwise I wouldn't really be able to fit in any other lower notes. This is not sounding too good. I'm actually just going to clear this whole thing and I'm going to start again. It was just too hard to try to fit the melody around the drums. I think it would be a bit easier to fit the drums around the melody. So let's start off with this Game Boy sound. Because I'm using an emulator, the sound is starting to go a bit out of time. That is not very good. Yeah, that sounds a lot better than the last one that I made. So now to mix things up, I'm going to go back to this plain sound. And now I'm just going to put these plain sounds on the offbeats. Let's quickly see how that is sounding. I think I did it backwards. So the plain can go there, and the Game Boy can go there. That is looking good. Let's have a listen to that. Yeah. That is sounding good. I just realized I made a stupid decision. Instead of using the plane and the Game Boy, I'm actually going to use this heart sound here where all of the planes are, because this sound here is actually a bass sound and I didn't realize that there was one of these. And now that I'm done with that, I'm just going to replace all of the Game Boy sounds with plane sounds. This is starting to sound very confusing. Let's see how that is sounding. Sort of works. I was hoping that the bass sound would be deeper. Now I could take this bass sound and put it up an octave. Now that sounds exactly like what I want, but the only thing is that when I start to draw in a melody, it will get a little bit complicated because I can only have 1 sound on each note. So yeah, the heart and plane combination will just have to do for now. So anyway, let's move back onto the melody. I think I might actually use this Game Boy sound. Let's just draw in something, maybe a little bit of... Let's give that a try. That was a good start. Let's give that a try. Nearly there. So I think I'm done with this melody. Let's have a listen to it. Yeah, that is sounding good. So I still actually have a whole lot of space to work with. I might actually start bringing in a little bit of percussion. Now for these percussion sounds, I'm going to have to find a note which I'm not going to use throughout the rest of the song. So I'm feeling like I won't use this note here. Too bad it is not the best sounding drum sound. I think I could also go with this note here so it is between. That sound, all that sound, I think I'm going to go with the lower one. So let's just draw in some boats. Just like that. Yeah, that sounds nice. So there isn't too many beats where there are 3 sounds playing at the same time, so I've still got a little bit of room to work with. I might actually start adding in some of these Mario notes. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, that actually worked. So those can just go down there. Let's have a listen to that. No, that did not sound good. I don't know what I've done. I've gone too over the top with my melody. I think I need to strip things back a little bit. Now let's just draw in the same melody as earlier. I think that works. I think that is finally something that sounds good. So now I think I'm completely done with the melodies. Let's see how much room I have left. I can still see a couple of beats where I can add in some extra notes. So let's go through and try find some sounds which will work in there. I wonder if there is enough space to add in some kick drums. That is working so far. So I actually managed to fit kick drums into this entire thing without running into any issues. Let's see how it is sounding now. Yeah. Sounds much better. We still have some space. Let's try put in some of these geese, ducks, can't really tell. That kind of works. I think it's just a little bit too loud. Let's see if there's any other sounds which should work in there. That actually sounds pretty good. Get rid of those. Put the star in. Let's have a listen to that. Yeah. That sounds really good. I wonder if there's any space for me to put in any hi-hats. Ooh, that actually worked. So I think that is going to do it for the hi-hats. I had to mix the pattern up a bit because I sort of ran out of room. Yeah, that is sounding good. So now I think I've pretty much reached the sound limit. I can't really find any other spaces where I can add in extra stuff. So I think that is pretty much going to wrap it up. So here is my finished beat made using the Super Nintendo game Mario Paint. Enjoy! So there we go, that was Mario Paint. I have tried to film this video a whole lot of times over the past couple of months. I originally tried it with the computer program Mario Paint Composer, but I constantly had a whole lot of issues with the program, things like it just crashing or timing being inconsistent. So that is why I decided to go with an emulated version of the original Mario Paint instead, and that seemed to work out pretty well. But yeah, anyway, that was Mario Paint. Make sure to go ahead and let me know what you thought of this beat down in the comments, and I will see all of you in the next couple of days for my next upload. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!